So for me, I was rushing prior to this. My heart is racing. All right, so I'm just going to start tapping, but I want you to feel I want you to feel what I'm getting. Because when you're doing your own work, like when you get thrown off and then there's work for you to do and your heart races, whether I'm mad or sad or like I am now, I don't need to name it right now. I just like the feeling of it. It's sort of like a drug. So she keeps coming at me with, it's great. He's part of this track scene and he's going to say a lot. And I said, yeah, hopefully, hopefully. And then they want me in their reality. They want me to buy into their reality. Look what I did to my nails. I just wanted to try something. It's just kind of fun because I don't wear nail polish and stuff. But ever since I've been speaking truthfully, I've been able to grow my nails. It was like, as soon as I said, you know what am I afraid of? I'm just going to start being authentic and swearing when I want and being authentic, not worrying about, people going, you're a fraud, whatever. Because the truth is, I love meditation, but I also love like humor, real humor, not the late night comedy host humor, because that's not humor, it's hatred. But so ever since I started being honest and authentic, I've been able to grow my nails. So I paint on them. So it's a little distracting to me, but I kind of like it. All right. So I'm just giving you my mental state. I'm trying to get on here, working towards getting on here. And I keep getting these texts. She doesn't know. I'm gathering my things for live stream. I got my dad, telling me the details of his Christmas card stories, and I'm like, okay, Dad, all right. And then I just say to my dad, I'm not taking anything in. So I'm responding to my aunt quickly, and I'm responding to my dad and gathering my supplies for this moment. And good morning, Mindy. And so I start just texting back to my aunt. Now, I'm authentic. I'm not pretending. So, and I'm also not hiding. So I ended up texting finally to my aunt because she wants me to say, yay, track scenes. Yay, my relative is going to save a lot of lives with the track scenes, And it's like, maybe. I said, yeah. I said, hopefully that all works out for him. That was one of the first things I said. So she comes at me with something else. And I'm like, yeah. And then she wants me to say, I know the script that her ego is writing. She wants me to say, yes, 100% on board. And I'm just saying things like, hopefully, I hope that all works out. Not cheering, not writing. I'm not saying what her ego's writing. All right, so then I said, I have to live stream, please don't text me. And she texts one more time. And this is, so I said, she texts me one more time, still trying to get me to say what she wants me to say. Yay, track scenes. And all I'm saying is, maybe, just like the Zen shorts. Oh, that's so good, maybe. Oh, that's so bad, maybe. Oh, that's so good, maybe. Just like that Zen short story that I read, one of these. She's really looking for me to say, oh, yes, so good. And I'm just saying a different version of, maybe, I hope it works out. Maybe, So she comes at me one more time. And it was like, all of a sudden, this group here, you guys, were just so much more important to me than my family. Now, my aunts, uncles, brother, cousins, whatever, they're all just souls, playing the role of my cousins, playing the role of my aunts, playing the role of my uncles. They're all just souls. But in this fraction of a second, this group, these renegade yogi people, all of a sudden it was just blindingly clear that my renegade yogi group is way more important than this one soul playing the role of aunt. Now, I understand that the best way forward is to stay grounded, and if you look at the Marxist movement, that's like trying to break down the nuclear family and the old ways of being grounded and family and da da da. I get that that's important. We're walking this like incredible line right now where it's like, yes, family's important, but you can't. I won't choose family over freedom for the sovereign individuals. But in this moment that I'm talking about, it was just like blindingly clear that my Renegade Yogi group was way more important than this one family member. And so I texted in haste, but it wasn't out of rushing. It was out of this like, bam, like stop. It was like it was like my inner self chose my Renegade Yogi group over this ridiculous conversation. It was just like, how long are you gonna do it? But there was no words, no talking. It was just like all of a sudden, stop. I didn't say stop. What I said was, I won't, because I've already done my piece with them and the track scenes. I've already done, and so now I'm done. Love them back to love. So I'm back to love, not trying to show them anything. I followed oh, thank you for the heart. So I followed my guidance, because there was guidance. Just try one more time so that if anything happens to these old people, you won't look back and say, I should have tried one more time, like that. So I did it, and then I had them all on one text. Okay, this was weeks ago. I said, okay. And now they want me to get excited. So here's my text I sent, because I instantly, it was blindingly clear and powerful, and it felt so good, and it felt so authentic that I put this group as more important of using my time and energy with this group than that. Because my time and energy was not serving anyone by participating in an egoic script writing situation. Okay, so this text that I blasted out, not out of anger, but out of power. You guys, it was so cool. And it was like my love for this group is what was the rocket fuel for this text. And it was in haste with power and not in reaction mode out of anger. Okay, I want to say it again. Feels so good. It was in haste with power and love for the choice of the Renegade Yogi group. So I chose out of love for my Renegade Yogi group. So in haste with power, I sent this text. And it went a little something like this. I won't show you like negative consequences of track scenes. But please don't, and I ask that you not try to make me get excited about them at the same time. Something like this. And then I sent it. It was like my mind, I just sent it quick and it was over. And I know she's probably stewing or mad or whatever because I'm not following her script. And they think of me as this little kid. And, doesn't help that my child archetype's in my first house, which is the face you present to the outside world, which is like, why nobody's intimidated by me, ever. So fucking cool, man. All right, so, it's time now. This is so exciting. It's time to love now. It's time to just love. So I don't want anyone to stop sending me things that you think I would like. So people are sending me videos and I'm watching, but I'm not watching a whole bunch of stuff right now, because if I watch other people's stuff, then I'm, okay, so if I'm eating, whatever food I'm eating and drinks I'm drinking, that's gonna add to my waistline. So whatever content that I'm watching or listening to is adding to what's happening inside. All right, so when times were more normal. All right, so when times were more normal, I would listen to all these vegans, and I would listen to all these meat people, or I'd listen to all these trans people, and I'd listen to all these trans people back. There's no space in my life at this point in time for that stuff, because I'm watching, videos that people are sending me, and I'm watching Tim Pool. I like Tim Pool. Tim Pool, he lets me know what the normies are going to start to become aware of. So when Tim Pool reports on something, then I know what's out there, because, I've known for years why. Okay, so people sign up for the military. They think they're serving their country. For some of those kids, those people, they have found out that part of that service and following orders is that they're kind of a guinea pig. So you've got all these same age group. They are used, as guinea pigs for a lot of things. That's what, okay. Now, they start doing their job, and they learn their job, and they start doing their job in the military, and they feel good about it. Some of them have become aware that they're being used to support trafficking, whether it's weapons, drugs, child trafficking. This is just the reality. So some of these people in the military, they've signed their life, like they're not allowed to say anything. They're not allowed. And when they signed that paper, what they thought that they were signing was, I'm not allowed to tell where our bases are, or I'm not allowed to tell what our operations are. Because they're thinking I'm either protecting Americans, or I'm policing the world, or whatever. So when they're signing that line, they think they're signing, I promise not to give away, military secrets and stuff like that. Then some of them have found out that what they were actually being used for was trafficking things that they didn't want to traffic. Okay? So some of those people have decided to work towards changing that protection of heinous things being used. They're mad that they're being used for, human rights violations. Let's just blanket statement human rights. And if you don't know about the executive order from 12/21/17, all right, so tomorrow makes 3 years that the United States has been in a declared state of emergency for human rights violations. You guys, it's so exciting. We're on this edge now, and so many people are pushing for this great awakening and trying to help wake people up. You've got to stay focused on what you want. So it doesn't matter, let's pretend that sides are real, left, the left and the right. Let's pretend for a second that it's legitimate. And it could be arrogant of me to think that I can take any two people who think that they don't agree. I feel strongly like I could bring them to a table without alcohol and get them, alcohol would help, but I could get them to agree on 3 important aspects, and then have those two people who think they hate each other or whatever, they're actually just afraid of the other person's point of view. I truly believe that I can take 2 people that think they hate each other, get them to agree on 3 main things, health, safety, happiness for all humans. And if everybody from the left, from the right, from the middle, from the fringe, there are, of course there's fringe, like diversity is our beauty. And that includes the craziness. Crazy people make you feel sane. It's just like, I loved the kids in gym that were last in the mile. We all had to run the mile, and the kids who were last, I love those kids because I'm not last, because that person is. And I can see one in my mind right now, and I just had so much love for those kids. They're last, so I'm not last. The eyes are not on me, it's on this kid. And I'm telling you, the kid who came in last in the mile in gym class, in elementary and middle school, they felt like crap. Maybe their self-esteem was shot, but I wasn't the only person that had immense love for those people. So This diversity thing, it's amazing. And the ego is afraid of it. The ego is afraid of this diversity. And it's afraid because not everybody's thinking like me and I feel unsafe. But when you zoom out enough, when you zoom out and you see, you can see left, you can see right, you can see fringe, and you go, wow, what a show, what a show. And then the people in the middle, the little independents, trying to make everybody get along. They're adorable too, but they're no better than anybody else on anywhere in the spectrum. So at this point in time, I really want to start giving you guys this awareness and encouraging you to leave all the spectrums that you find yourself on. It just makes your life easier. It just makes this transition easier. Now, zooming out is great because it calms you down and you can look at the diversity for what it is. It's all just a show. And if you zoom out way, way far, like so you can almost barely see anything, when you zoom out that far, the end is nothing matters. It doesn't matter if we all fight each other and we all die and the planet explodes. So if you zoom way far out, like so far out, like beyond the galaxy, if you zoom way, way, way out, you get to the point, so as you zoom out further and further, good, you get it. Good, as you zoom out further and further and further, you get more and more of the mindset, none of this shit matters, nothing matters. So zooming way, way out, you end with, that's why the ultimate answer to every question is, it doesn't matter, this doesn't matter. Okay, get excited about this. But if I stay way zoomed out, now, if I stay way zoomed out where nothing matters, then I'm not going to do whatever my soul wants me to do on this physical earth plane. So I'm not going to bore you with the details of my life, maybe someday. How did I get so zoomed out? Well, trauma. Trauma zooms you out. Eckhart Tolle puts it really well when he says, when he wanted to kill himself, kill myself, he said, I can't be the same as whatever's going to kill me, right? So he looks at it like there has to be at least two entities, one that dies and one that does the killing. There's got to be at least two here instead of thinking. So in that I hope that makes sense. Realizing that when he heard himself say, I want to kill myself, there's me and there's the self I'm killing. Or whatever. You got it? All right. So you are not this one thing. You're this huge, you're this divine spark of consciousness. And you are a creator. Okay, so because of the law of attraction, we can look at all these things. The law of attraction, we create. Now, the media has given people narratives to create. Movies have given people narratives to create. There's been a lot of encouragement to create negative things. There's no such thing as anti-racism because when you're creating with the law of attraction, it's like saying lose weight or quit smoking. This is the thing. Quit smoking. You can't quit smoking by wanting to quit smoking. You have to focus on what you want. So you have to focus on healthy habits for body, mind, and spirit. I practice only healthy habits for body, mind, and spirit. If you want to quit something, that's just going to keep it in your reality. That's going to keep it in your energy field longer. So you can't ever fight against something and have it end because when you're fighting against it, you're feeding it. So you feed what you fight. So always has to be focused on, what do you want? Peaceful, loving world, health, safety, and happiness for all humans everywhere? Yes, of course. Well, then we focus on that. All right, so we're coming to this. I love 2020. I love everything about 2020. My worst fears for the human race, I've watched be handled in a much better way than I anticipated. That's so cool. When I began being aware, when I began my awareness of like what's happening to children. Is this real? Is this real? Is this real? And so for a while I was like, my guides were like, do you want to know? And I was like, no. And then one day I was in my library, which is my healing room, and they said, look, you need to know. You need to know what's really happening. So I said, okay. So I was worried about knowing this truth. And the way it came to me, and I've told this story before, so forgive me if you've heard it, I had this awareness of being a young boy, naked, hanging upside down in a room. It was a lot of cement, and it was like white. And I was on drugs. Now, I don't do drugs, so I don't really know what it's like to be, beyond like high or drunk or something like that, just from basic stuff. But I don't do any of that. This was not that. This was not high. This was not drunk. I was on something. I was a little boy, naked, hanging upside down on drugs. And I had an awareness that something horrible was going to happen to me. And I was really grateful for the drugs. I was really grateful for whatever drugs I was on. And I knew, like, I'm hanging upside down for a long time. It's okay. Anyway, the point is, this awareness and all that they made me aware of, they gave me the awareness in a way that was much more subtle. So I got the whole deal without having to be whatever. And then I was shown more and more and more, little by little by little. And each time, as heinous as it was, I just had to make myself strong enough to handle the awareness that was being given to me. All right, so I'm going to say that again. As I became more aware of what's happening, I just had to make myself strong enough to handle what I was already given. Strong enough to handle, strong enough to handle, strong enough to handle. So take your life like this. Strong enough to handle whatever you already know. I see people fighting other people to try and give them the truth. If somebody's not in a courage vibration of 200, and if they don't want to see, they're not going to see. Just go on Twitter for 2 minutes. Each side is accusing the other one of the same exact thing. That's where we are. That's fine. And both sides, you can feel it. Both sides think they're right, and both sides think that the other side is going to find out that they were right. And they've been working with this for at least 4 years. It's ramped up in the last 2 years, but each side thinks they're right, and each side thinks that the other side's going to have to face one day that they were right. This is a total waste of time. It's a total waste of time, because there are people alive right now on the planet that have no awareness of American politics and what's going on in the world, and they're going to live happier existences in a rice field with no television, no cell phone, no nothing, than these people who think they know and can't wait to shove it in the face of them. So now it's time to just love and pray for all. So the two, let's pretend left and right is real. Let's just pretend for a second. Let's pretend they're real. If both sides focus on what they want, and both sides be light, and both sides don't care what the other side's awareness is, this is what's happening. This is the lateral fight. This is total nonsense and bullshit. If both of these factions rise up and focus on their ultimate ideal reality, and if they understood that they are conscious creators, they can be conscious creators, consciously creating the desired outcome. You don't have to fight against each other. That's a trick. This is crap. This is a waste of time, energy, money. Time, energy, money, okay? It's a trick, and it's fine. I love everybody doing it. I really do, because these are all mostly loving people. My friend Adam Ezra wrote this song called Hearts and Triangles. And I've been thinking, God, I want to hear that song. God, I would really like to hear that song. So he live streams every night. And last night, I went into Facebook to see if I needed to add anybody into this group, blah, blah, blah. And there it is, Adam Ezra's live stream. He live streams every single night. I hit it, and, he's so cute, right? And then what's the first song he plays? Hearts and Triangles. I asked him after one of his shows a long time ago, where did you get that Hearts and Triangles? And he said this little kid, his friends had this little kid, and the little kid said, it's all hearts and triangles, okay? So you got these loving people, the hearts, down here doing this lateral fight, okay? This is the hearts fighting each other. Time, energy, money, using their time, energy, and money, not knowing they're consciously creating the future. They have no idea. Forgive them, Lord, they know not what they do. That's okay. And then you got the triangles at the top. It's a small group of people with immense wealth and power. And now these triangles at the top, they don't do any of the pushing down of the hearts. They pay people. So there's all these levels, these useful. They think they're going to be safe when the triangles get their way. Okay, so the triangles, wealth and power and all that, that's a global elite. You know, they want to control all the hearts. They want to control all the hearts. And so then they only have to work with a couple layers of humans. They pay them a lot to suppress all the hearts. So these, it's not funny, but, okay, remember zoomed out. So it's not funny, and I'm sorry that I giggle sometimes. It's a little funny to me sometimes, and I don't mean it to be, but coming from a way zoomed out perspective, it's like watching a show that seems endless. Like, when are the people going to figure it out, right? I've been waiting. So then I prayed and asked, how the hell am I going to help these little hearts figure out what's going on? Renegade Yogi, bless all, forgive all, respect free choices of all, love all. That's the way. It's the only way, is to empower each individual person, raise that individual's vibration. That raises the collective, but it's still about the individual, because the choice is between the triangles world of smart cities, smart cars, smart grids, smart will do everything for you. You don't have to do anything. You just work a little bit and you get everything, play it out to the end. The triangles decide when you die because they're giving you everything. It's Logan's Run, it's Elysium, it's, you know, Soylent Green. It's, you know, it's all these movies that they've been putting out. So they've been showing you what they're working towards creating. When are these people going to figure it out? When are they going to stop fighting? Because who wants war? There's only one group that wants war. Only one group wants war. The people who make money off of every conflict. If you're in the heart group, and if you're watching me, you most likely are. Understand this now. If you're against war, if you understand what I'm saying, that there's only one group that wants war, the triangles. If you don't want war, you have to remove every piece of it that exists in you, even down to the smallest thing. I can't have a mental war with my aunt and think that I'm against war. There is no such thing as righteous hatred. Doesn't exist. It's bullshit. It's all a lie. I cannot fight my way to peace. Okay? I have to remove every thought form, every belief that there's anything good, positive, righteous about war, even the tiniest war. Now, I can speak up for myself and say, look, I am not going to give you any more information about track scenes, but please respect that I'm not cheering that on. So let's just love each other. It's so fucking cool, man. I'm shorting out. I really don't know how to make it any clearer about like how cool this time frame is. It's so cool. Like, you just focus on you, be the light, pray for everything. That's what it's time. It's time to pray for everything and everyone. That's what it's time. It doesn't get any simpler than this. Now, I said before about the Rockefeller Lockstep document, they had asked for 2 strains of the the thing to be produced. One less deadly and one more deadly. Okay, so you've got to keep this in your mind too, but still working on your third eye, letting it tell you what to do, when to do, okay? I mean, I'm a spaz right now and I'm trying to tell you to calm and relax. It's just cool, man. All right, so let's just tap and come into the space where you are. It's time to love. Love, though. Love as it's an armor, you know. Take your channel where all your chakras are in alignment. Take your channel and wrap it in love. Take your physical body and just see it surrounded with love, like just like a metal armor, except push it out because you want to have a nice energy field. But surround your energy field with pure love. It's just so cool. Okay. Okay. You're just going to love everyone and everything. Feel the ease of loving everyone and everything. Feel the ease. Feel your butt, you know, feel your contact points. Okay? Just feel your grounded body. I am grounded. I am grounded. This is the easy time. There's really nothing for you to do. The wheels are in motion for something very big to happen. Not just this year, not just next year. It's going to keep rolling on. I feel to 2027. I feel like there's this big thing happening. We're in it now. It's very exciting. I've been waiting for this my whole life. Relax. There's no work for you to do here. You're just gonna roll along and say, I see all these people going, I'm not ready, I'll make it slow down. No, there's no slowing it down. I respect that some people feel like everything's going too fast, but for some of us, it's not going fast enough, you know, and so it's very exciting. So you at least have to just keep making yourself strong enough to handle whatever you're becoming aware of. Just relax your belly, calm and center, relax the belly. There's gonna be a lot of people leaving the planet in the next 7 years. Now, is that sad? No. Is it good? No. A lot of them want to leave and come back in about 8 to 10 years. So they're willing to leave now to get out of the way for what's happening now because there's an energy rolling. When I was at my mother's bedside in the hospital for 37 days, roughly, that she was in the hospital, I wasn't doing anything like this. I couldn't do anything like this. I was with my mom. I was rubbing her feet. I was playing cribbage forever. Oh my God, right? So my mom left the planet, you know, April 25th, 2001. Sad. She left, looking back now, she left at the perfect time for me to develop my gifts as a healer, to reach across. We were sitting in church when I was about 6 or 7 years old, and I said, when you die, I want you to try and talk to me. She said, okay. I said, really, I want you to try. After you die, I want you to try and talk to me. She said, okay, I will. I said, and if I die first, I'll try and talk to you. She said, okay. I was about 6, so I can hear her. Now, looking back, she left the planet at the perfect time for me to go through some stuff. And all my traumas, whatever happened to me as a kid and teens and 20s, and then my mom died at 30, and then I lost my job, and I lost my house, I lost my car, all this loss, you know? All the trauma is what helped me zoom out more. And then when you're way zoomed out and you're like, none of this shit matters. There's a freedom in it, but there's also a lack of participation aspect. And so I'm working on where do I zoom into? How much do I participate in this whole scene? Okay, it's so fun. It's so fun. Some of you are feeling what I'm saying, but you don't understand it all the way. And I'm telling you, you will. If you have this something lighting you up about what I'm saying about zooming in and participation, and you're like, I sort of feel like I know what she's saying. There's a lot of you like that. They're like, I sort of feel like how exciting that would be, but I don't know what she's talking about. You're gonna get it. If you want to get it, you will get it. I promise, because I'm being authentic now. I'm being real now. I'm ready to give you my full-blown awareness of what is happening. But we don't need to talk about news stuff. There's no point. It's all about taking care of your body. What are you eating? What are you drinking? Are you drinking enough water? It's all about taking care of your mind. Are you meditating? Are you staying off social media? Are you just finding key places to get your data or whatever you want to work with? Allow your higher self to give you the right videos, give you the information through meditation. Pray, meditate. Now it's time. It's so easy right now, it's so easy. This is the easiest part of our transition. Right now, through till January 6th possibly, or by January 20th. Right now, there is not, I promise you, there's not going to be a better, easier, clearer period of time than right now. Just focus on what you want. Just calm and center. Relax your eyes, jaw, and shoulders. Not just now, all the time. Focus on what you want. All the time. Pray for everyone and everything. That's not going to help bad people be more bad. If you pray for and heal everyone and everything, that light that you provide to everyone and everything will be useful towards the most positive outcome, towards the highest vibrational outcome. Okay? So the horrible things that have been happening to children lowers the vibration of the planet, not just the people involved, not just the children, and not just the people doing it to the kids. Okay? You're not going to be able to eradicate evil. The best we can do is to be able to see it. If all the hearts see the triangles, all we have to do is turn on the light. This is the easiest time. Relax your belly. You know, fill up your pantries, because you're not going to want to leave your homes a lot of the time. You're going to get more and more in the zoomed out perspective. You have to take care of your body. You have to have food. You got to have water. Okay. Get it. Get it. Honor your future self who says, I don't want to go out in public right now. I don't want to deal with the drama right now. That self is coming. That higher vibrational self is calling to you now. Fill up your pantries so that you can take care of your physical body or meat suit, so that you can sleep and rest and relax and meditate. I allow my higher self to give me the information that I need in order to move forward towards my most empowered life. Relax your belly. Relax. Relax. I allow myself to leave all the spectrums to the degree that serves my highest purpose. I work with people from every level of the spectrum. Well, not the far left, because those people are just so ungrounded that there's no point. There's no common sense there anymore. The far left, there's zero common sense. Relax your belly. Good. And that's okay, because their insanity adds to the diversity. Relax your belly. Don't get mad at them. Don't get mad at millennials because you can't give them, change in order to get yourself quarters or dollar bills, and they're like, well, you gave me too much, and you're like, I know, I just need quarters, or I'm saving your ones or whatever. They just didn't learn. Forgive them, Lord. Forgive them. It's not the millennials' fault that they don't know what to do with the change you give them to get more ones or to get more quarters. It's not their fault. It's not the kids who are pushing for socialism. It's not their fault. They don't know civics. This Constitution was removed from teaching. They don't learn it. They've been learning to hate this country. That's okay. That's just what's happening now. Relax your belly. Relax your belly. People who believe in anti-racism, not understanding that it's actual racism, that's okay. Relax your belly. Do not get mad at people for being ignorant. It's just they don't know. That was the first lesson I taught to my children. You cannot get angry with people for being ignorant because they don't know that they don't know. Relax your eyes, jaw, and shoulders. If you know, be grateful that you know. Good. If you know, be grateful that you know. Love what you know. Be grateful for what you know, but do not weaponize what you know against people who don't know. You gotta love them. It's time to love everyone and everything. Let it be easy. Just flood the world with light. You've heard me say it, and now I'm giving you some context. I started Renegade Yogi to raise the vibration of the collective human consciousness and the planet by praying for the health, safety, and happiness of all children everywhere. That's how I started. Good, relax your belly. You cannot hate the person and the people. You cannot hate the triangles and expect to create a peaceful, loving world. You cannot hate and you cannot fight. But here's the best news ever. You don't want to hate and fight. You don't want to hate and fight. That's not who you are. You're happy now. Your soul is hearing me say this, and it's like, she finally got to the point. This lady every Sunday has been beating around the bush every Sunday, and now she's finally getting to the point. Love everyone. Love everything. Let it be easy. Flood yourself with light. The divine white healing light of the highest, holiest source, creator, energy, God. The sacred divine. Be that. If you just use your mind to flood your whole body, every cell, every nucleus of every cell, with that divine, sacred white light, you flood your body, you flood your mind with that divine, sacred white light of God, of the highest, holiest source, creator, energy. You don't bother with any stories. You don't have to worry about who deserves it, who doesn't. The light raises the vibration of everything. Be the light. Be the light. Think about those two people I talked about. They think they hate each other. I bring them to the table. I make them focus on their own light and what they want. I give those two people that think they hate each other, those two sides that think they hate each other, I give them permission to be what they already are. Love, light, divine, sacred energy. Whatever you think of as God or prime creator, whatever you think of as that, be that. Just flood yourself with that. Flood your body with that. Flood your mind with that. Relax your shoulders now. Flood your entire body. Flood your mind. Flood your third eye. Flood your energy field. Flood your family, your town, your community, your home, your total existence. Flooding the world with light. It's so easy. Good. Relax your shoulders. There's nothing to do right now. Just be light. Flood yourself with that divine, sacred energy. Good. Relax your belly. Let your whole life, your existence. Christians say something like, what do you guys say? Christians say something like, let all your best works or something be, all the glory goes to God. Okay, so Christian people say, all glory goes to God. It's a way of cleansing themselves of pride or of anything but God. It's a way of cleansing themselves. You don't have to do it that way. You could do it this way. Just be light. Relax your belly. I give myself permission to flood all with the divine, sacred light of the highest, holiest source, creator, energy now. Your soul chose to come to the planet now. Your soul chose this group, this teacher. I'm just the teacher. Okay? Think about that. You guys love me. I love you. I created this little group. It grew and grew and grew. And now here we are on Sundays. You guys come and visit, and you guys participate in this. I'm just a teacher. Okay? It's in the profound simplicity where ease is, where the highest vibration. I enjoy teaching. I enjoy this group. Put those two things together, and then I enjoy. 540 vibration. That's how I help people cure cancer. They cure their own cancer with a vibration of joy. Surround your channel with love. Powerful love. Surround yourself, your physical body with love. Like armor. Surround your whole life with love. Surround your family with love. And out and out and out. It makes you so impervious to negativity, impervious to the nonsense. There's a lot of nonsense out there. A lot of smash fighting, a lot of bass biting. Those aren't real things, but they rhyme with something that's happening out there. It's a nonsense clown world. Relax. That's okay, because you get it. Good, relax your belly. We only have about 5 minutes, 6, 7 minutes now. But the point remains. Be this love, be this light. Just be. Just be the love, be the light. Flood yourself, your family. Flood the world with this light now. Use your third eye now. Project from your third eye the whole earth and our entire atmosphere. Let it be easy. Just flood it with light. Light, 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 light. Relax your eyes, jaw, and shoulders, smiling face. Nothing for me to do. Relax your heart. Nothing to do. Light, 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 light. Highest vibrational, sacred light. Good, relax your belly. Good. Feel how easy. Just be light and spread light. Grow your own light. Be light and grow it. You can make an energy ball with your hands like I am. Relax your belly. The ego's a little scared. This is uncharted territory to pray for people who I don't like, or who are doing the wrong thing, or who don't think right, or I don't want to give them power. That's all crap. Flood the world with divine, sacred, healing light. And that's what will remove the hatred. Because it's the hatred that separates. That's the weapon of the triangles. Creating hate. It's bullshit. It's all just fear. Pray for people, not out of fear for them, but just pray for people. Good, just fill them with light. That light is all they need. I can't wake up my aunts about track scenes. I don't want to. I just pray for them. I just say no. Stretch if you need to. I just say no. I just say no, I'm not available for your reality. But I respect your reality. And then I just flood the world with light. It's so easy. You're never going to see an easier time period than now. Let it be not confusing at all. Can boys become girls, girls become boys? I don't care. I'm not available for that. It's not even in my mind. Can this happen? Can that happen? They're just removing people's ground. They're removing people's foundation of what it means, a baby's born. It's a boy, it's a girl. All right, let's move on from there. No, we got to change all that. That's a sign of bullshit. Fuck it. Fuck it all. Just fuck it all. Just be light right now. Relax. It doesn't matter. Don't fight against. Don't fight against nonsense. Don't even look at it. Just be the light right now. Good, relax. Tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., live streaming. Oh my God. You guys, I'm in love with this group. Just think about it. How many people would not understand a single word I'm saying and want to throw daggers at me? Crazy. Good. Just relax your belly. Be light, spread light. Not out of fear though. Use love. Love, love, love to protect yourself. Love, love, love to protect yourself from mental daggers and blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter, right? Good, it doesn't matter. Now relax your mind completely. And give me permission. In your mind, I give Carla permission to remove all limiting beliefs and all tricks of my ego to suck me into nonsense and drama. Good. I give Carla permission. Give Carla permission. Give Carla permission to remove all limiting beliefs and all egoic stories of dragging me into any kind of nonsense and drama. I allow myself to evolve into my highest potential, highest vibrational existence now. Just focus on being light and filling the world. And do the Earth's atmosphere, leave nothing and no one out. All light, 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 light. The Earth, and then the Milky Way. Good, relax. No trying, just doing. Use your mind. Be light. Follow your guidance. Relax your belly. Smiling face. And if you want, I pray for all beings now. I pray for the light. Good. I pray for the light to remove the fear. That's a 100 level vibration. I pray for the light to remove the fear from all beings everywhere. Good. I pray for the light, the divine sacred light. You could say divine sacred light of God, or the highest light of the field. Good, just see the light. You go into a dark room, you can be scared. What's here? I don't know. Turn the light on, you see. All right, so just imagine the whole world, pure white light. Everyone can see. Good, relax your belly. Let it be easy. Be light. That's it. Nothing but light. Now you can say that. There's nothing but light. And so it is. Good. Relax your whole body. There is nothing but light. Good. Inside you and outside you, there's nothing but light. Good. My highest best is the highest best. I pray to receive in the highest best of all, and so it is. Good, relax your belly. I pray to receive good. The more light you are, the more light you the higher your vibration, the higher other people's vibrations rise when they're near you. But it doesn't take anything away from you. Their higher vibration feeds your higher vibration. So if I'm a pitcher and I'm raising all your vibrations, then as your vibrations rise, you help support my higher vibration. So that's what abundance is. So think of it as an infinity sign. So the infinity comes toward me and out to you, and then from you back to me, and then from me back to you, and then back and forth. So I raise my vibration, you near me or listening to me raises your vibration, and then your higher vibration feeds my higher vibration, and my higher vibration feeds your higher vibration, and so we raise each other up this way. There are people that will lower our vibration, but we love them from here. So, in your heart, I bless all. I forgive all. I respect the free will choices of all. I love all. And then go back to you feed my vibration, I feed your vibration. We feed each other. This is abundance. And it builds on itself. It builds on itself. Relax your belly. Now, it's 11 o'clock, But I want you to really understand that this is not just 1 hour a week. You can live like this. Relax your belly. Feed your body what it wants. Nurture your physical body, your meat suit. Understand that the souls who are leaving in the next 7 years, not all, but many, want to come back in younger meat suits. They want to come back in the age of Aquarius. They want to drink that in from birth, you know, like a longer. So it's these souls. Respect people's souls for choosing when to leave. Relax. Relax your belly. This is not just a meditation. This is a way that you can live your life. Somebody wants to bow their head. I think it's Donna, definitely, but somebody wants to see if bowing your head makes you honor the sacred divinity which is all around you all the time. The sacred divinity is always around you. God, whatever you want to call it, the sacred divine energy, that white light is always around you, always looking to fill you inside, fill you outside, fill your energy field, and fill your life to raise you up to the highest vibrational potential existence. Then you can, quote unquote, be God's hands in the world. You can serve in service to yourself as you're serving others. When your soul is fulfilled in whatever your divine purpose is, when your soul is fulfilled, you won't consume anything that is not in alignment. So whether it's drugs or shopping addiction or screen addiction, or you know, when you really become in alignment with the light, when you're in alignment with the light and you're watching a bee move around and work on a leaf, and you're using that, witnessing that bee on the leaf, you're feeding energy to the bee, and the bee is feeding the bees. It's like watching television, except it feeds you instead of depleting you. Or relax your belly. When you watch a squirrel and its tail twitching, when the tail twitches, it sets off, it makes things fire off in your brain. There's something inspirational happening. So if you're watching bees and butterflies, when you watch a butterfly and its path it doesn't make sense to you, okay? But you're allowing that, and you're watching that butterfly, and you're relaxing. You're using nature to relax your physical body. So nature raises your vibration. It calms your body, calms your mind. You're watching a butterfly. The ego's going to say, that path makes no sense, until you see a bird swoop and eat a butterfly after you just raised them all with your 2 children. And you're releasing them, and it's all exciting, it's fun. And then a bird comes along and eats one. As soon as you see a bird swoop down and eat a butterfly, oh, now I understand why they zigzag. But if you can watch a butterfly if you can watch a butterfly without trying to control its path, that's more Zen. But if you can watch a butterfly and you face your ego trying to make sense out of that butterfly's path, your ego tries to make sense for you, tries to tell you where the butterfly's going to go next, but then it goes a different direction. Your ego constantly trying to keep you safe, sane, and secure by doing the smallest thing, including trying to figure out where the butterfly's going to go next. You can use the path of a butterfly to address your own ego and witness the butterfly, and then let go of the need to know where it's going and just be entertained. enjoy the path of the butterfly as you face your own ego and the trying. You can watch bees, and your mind can look at the bee, and you can watch a bee, and your ego is going to say, I know what it's going to do next. It's going to move its little foot into like a pocket. It's like, I know what it's doing now. I know what it's doing now. I know what it's doing now. I can keep you safe, sane, and secure because I know what the bee is doing now with its little tiny feet. I know what the bee is doing now. So you can watch the bee. You and nature are meant to live in symbiotic relationship to each other. That's why we breathe out carbon dioxide and the trees love it. And then they give us back oxygen. Talking to plants. I remember, when you talk to your plants, it's not the words necessarily. It's the exchange. It's the symbiotic relationship. We have a natural symbiotic relationship with nature, with trees. We feed them, they feed us. It's incredible. We also are meant to have a symbiotic relationship with other human beings. We have a vagus nerve. When I was an airline pilot and I'd see people reuniting, triplets, I got to hold a triplet before the grandmother even saw them. I helped the mother with triplets. She couldn't wait to see her mother. Her mom had knitted these sweaters that all matched, but were all a little bit different. And their daughter had put each triplet in its own sweater. And the mother had said, this sweater for this one, this sweater for this. All three triplets, babies, just able to keep their heads up. I got to hold one. And you could see and feel their personalities were so different. And this young mom honored her mother's sweater knitting. This sweater is for this one. This sweater is for this one. This sweater is for this one. So when the grandmother saw her three triplet grandchildren for the first time, she knew who each one was. I got to see these triplets and hold them before their own grandmother. But I got to be there to see this grandmother seeing her baby triplet grandchildren for the very first time. It was incredible. I was very zoomed in, enjoying that. It was beautiful. I don't know these people, but we are designed to love. We have a vagus nerve. We're designed to share in each other's joys and share in each other's pain. We're designed for love. We're designed. Human beings have symbiotic relationships to each other. Okay? Why do they use masks in Guantanamo Bay on the prisoners? Because it's dehumanizing. It's socially solitary. It's like a solitary confinement. You don't need rooms to put people. Okay. Human beings have symbiotic relationships with nature, and humans have symbiotic relationships with each other. It's taken an incredible amount of energy and money and darkness to separate us to the extent that they have. Because we don't want to fight wars. People don't want to fight. You will be served if you can completely believe in the highest goodness of human beings and God or the field or prime creator. If you believe, now that doesn't mean be stupid. That doesn't mean go, try and make peace in in the streets of Bridgeport or Detroit or, wherever. That doesn't mean break up gang fights. You have to let people fight because they're working out their karma. Okay, relax. Focus on your third eye. Your third eye, your higher self wants to keep you in this meat suit as long as possible to keep going and doing this work and be here for what's coming. I can't promise that every renegade yogi is going to survive the next 8 years. But I honestly, truly believe that you will. Because I honestly, truly believe that you're setting the intention to be as loving as possible. And if you're working on your third eye, if you're meditating, you're doing your own work, blah, 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 blah. You know, everything I say, everything I feel. I truly believe that you will all survive. But I also believe that, you will watch other people not survive. Please understand that there may be a higher purpose on the other side for that soul. I wasn't happy when my mother died, but now, like 19 years later, I get it. I see. And I see her nodding to me now. I see her relaxed. I see her happy that I have this information. And that I really have this information. I see that she's right there. I can't hug her. I don't have to buy her presents. The gift is in the energy. Relax your whole body. The energy, your energy, your best energy, your highest energy, your highest vibrational energy is the gift. What do I need to do? Ask your heart now. What do I need to do to stay in the higher vibrations? Now, we don't have to speak out fear because that's included in that question. What do I need to do? Ask my heart. What do I need to do to stay in the higher vibrations? Well, that's the question. Go get pasta, go get tuna, go get milk, go get cereal. I don't know. Whatever comes. Get a generator. What do I need to do to stay in the higher vibrations? I think Colleen and I got involved in hydroponic gardening at the same time. That was the answer. We didn't know we'd ask the question. We didn't ask the question that way. What do I need to do to stay in the higher vibrations? That's the only question you need to ask. This period of time, let it be easy. Let it be simple. Be careful where you're getting information because even the quote-unquote good guys are putting out false information because they know the quote-unquote bad guys are looking at it, trying to figure out. So it's like there's this war happening over your head. You have a clear conscience and a loving heart. Enjoy that. Keep bringing the light, being the light. That's your part. That's your part. It's very simple. Keep bringing the light. Keep being the light. Let the fight go on. There's a fighting happening. There's a breaking down happening. That's okay. That's what's meant to happen now. In order to bring in the age of Aquarius, the new paradigm, the place where you get to serve others as you serve yourself in your own highest vibration, where money is put in its proper perspective instead of where it has become. So money has become something, I want to say almost dark, manipulative. And the triangles at the top, they actually use humans as currency. So they're not even using money. They have all they need. And so that's not good enough anymore. So now they traffic in lives. Relax your belly. That's okay. That's what's happening now. Flood the world with light. Flood yourself with light. Relax your eyes, jaw, and shoulders. This breakdown is so important. Don't get mad at the people who keep voting to support the people who are hiding these behaviors. There's no point. Be light. Love. Be love. Don't engage. Follow your guidance of when to engage or what to say. You can talk. It's not talking, but talk to your heart. Talk to your throat chakra. Talk to Archangel Gabriel to give you the words. What do I say? Sometimes nothing. Relax your belly. I taught my kids silence is the best response to nonsense. since they were little. Silence is the best response to nonsense. I'm watching my teenager, he's a teen now, I'm watching him practice silence, best response to nonsense. I'm watching him practice this. He's taking he gets daggers thrown at him. It's amazing, I'm telling you. It's very simple, let it be simple. You want to be loved. You want to be liked. You don't want to hate. You don't want to fight. Here's your permission now. To be love, be light. Use love to protect yourself. Let it be easy. Relax your belly. Pray for the highest best. However you do that, you can just walk around in this light all the time. Let the light protect you. Whether it's God, or it's the field, or it's divine sacred energy, it doesn't matter what you call it, because we all have different assigned meanings. Lots and lots of words and lots of talking. There's lots and lots of information being put out. And intuitively, I feel it's about 40% true, but I mean, you'd have to take all of it in order to feel out the truth. So I allow my higher self to give me the information that I need in order to raise my vibration. Good. Feel yourself expand. Just let yourself expand. Good. Be your most divine, sacred self. I am my most divine, sacred self now. And so it is. I am my most divine, sacred self. Good. Good. Let your body move to release anything that doesn't agree with that. It has to go. I am my most divine, sacred self now. And so it is. Good. Just allow it. I'm going to turn this up. I love this song. And I love you guys. I appreciate you guys for coming and for listening. I am my most divine, sacred self now. I am a blessing. I am a blessing to the world. Relax your belly. Where do your hands want to be? Where does your head want to be? Fall in love with yourself. I love you. Relax your belly. I love you. Good. You don't need to be any better than you are. Just receive all this love. I love you. eyes, jaw, and shoulders. Smiling face. Where does your head want to be? Somebody wants head lifted, third eye to heaven. Everyone shift your gaze up. Focus on your third eye. Shift your gaze up, looking up. Looking up. Shift your gaze up to heaven. Feel the light in your third eye. Bring it in. Bring in that divine light. Relax. The Christians want to say, I am a divine child of God. Good, relax your body. Or I am the divine sacred. Good. Good. Stretch if you need to, but keep your third eye to heaven. Keep your third eye up. Relax your lower belly, nothing to do. Just be divine sacred energy. I am divine sacred energy now. Or I am a divine child of Prime Creator. Good. What raises your vibration the most? Be that. Just be that. Be it, receive it. Be it, receive it. Good. You are what you eat. You are what you think. Be divine sacred now. Relax your belly more. Last 10 seconds. Love you guys. Namaste. This is not just a meditation. This is a way of life. It's a way of life. My phone just died as soon as I finished saying that. I can't love you people more. And if I find a way to love you more, then I'll do that. Okay? I love you. Thank you for coming. Hey, Merry Christmas. I'll see you at 6 a.m. tomorrow.